Assalamualaikum and good day to all of you. First, I would like to express our deep and sincere gratitude to our supportive lecturer, Madam Suhailah binti Ahmad Shukri, for giving us an opportunity and constant support to do this research. We are from Group 1, 5XB AVIATION would like to present about our research topic, which is the benefits and challenges of using solar power aircraft as commercial aircraft. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce myself and team members. My name is Rabiatul Adawiyah binti Muhammad Zaki, along with Nur Izzah Atikah binti Razwan, Noris Seti Farhan binti Ahmad Mustafa, and Abi Muhammad Rafi bin Ismail. Now, I would love to proceed with the first section of my presentation, which is introduction. I will share a little background regarding of my research topic. Aviation industry is one of the most important industry in this world. It has been of the medium for people to travel from one destination to another destination. According to Vachista, Vinay and Kumar, solar power aircraft capable of continuous flight was a dream some years ago, but this great challenge has become feasible today. Quite a few manned and unmanned solar power aircraft have been developed and flown in the last 30 years. This research activity carried out till now have been mainly focused in flying wings or conventional aircraft configuration with a great emphasis on the technological aspect. Solar power aircraft use solar panel to collect the solar radiation for immediate use, but it also stores the remaining part of the night flight. So, I'm moving to the problem statement of the research that related to the purpose of study. Firstly, the efficiency of solar power can be affected by a lot of factors and would be able to save costs due to aircraft fuel that are getting more expensive. Secondly, solar power also no harmful pollution compared to aircraft fuel that contribute 3% of humanity's global warming footprint, and it is one of the fastest growing sources. The purpose of this study described in this research report is to identify the benefits and challenges of using solar power aircraft as a commercial aircraft and how to overcome this issue. I also included 3 research questions, which is: what are the benefits of using solar power aircraft as a commercial aircraft? What are the challenges of using solar power aircraft? And lastly, how to solve the solution for the challenges being faced by solar power aircraft as a commercial aircraft. For significance of this study, the findings of this study are very important to point out the benefit and also the challenges of using solar power aircraft as a commercial aircraft. We hope that this research will be able to change the fuel aircraft to solar power and be able to reduce energy demand for efficiency and conservation, and also reducing carbon emission through the use of clean energy. Lastly, the scope of this research involved 20 respondents from various locations, including industry engineers and University Kuala Lumpur, Malaysian Institute of Aviation Technology, Unike Elmiat technical lecturers.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Izzah Atikah binti Razwan, and I will be the next presenter that will be presenting the research methodology. In this section, we will discuss about the methodology of the research. The main purpose of the research is to discover the benefits and the challenges of using solar-powered aircraft as a commercial aircraft. There are 4 main approaches that has been taken care of, such as research instruments, exponents of the study, research procedure, and data analysis. This research utilized the quantitative research methodology. The instrument used to collect the data were in questionnaire form. A set of questionnaires containing 15 questions divided into 4 sections was developed. Different question types such as skills and listings were used in the questionnaires. The different section of the questionnaire was Section A, demographic information, Section B, the benefits of using solar power on commercial aircraft, Section C, the challenges of using solar power on commercial aircraft, and Section D, recommendations. The questionnaire was piloted to a group of 4 students to assess its validity before it was distributed. The questionnaire will be distributed to at least 10 UNICA AVIAT technical lecturers and at least another 10 to aircraft maintenance personnel from the aviation industry. The respondents of the study consist of aircraft maintenance personnel from the aviation industry and University Kuala Lumpur Malaysian Institute of Aviation Technology, UNICA AVIAT technical lecturers. In March 2021, a set of 20 questionnaires were distributed to technical lecturers at different departments of UNICA AVIAT and the MRO companies. A total of 20 respondents were answered the questionnaire. Of these numbers, 10 were technical lecturers while the rest were aircraft maintenance personnel. During the survey, Google survey forms were used to distribute the questionnaires online. It is distributed to various MRO companies, particularly to licensed aircraft engineer type B1 and B2 and technician type Cat A and Cat B, as well as to UNICA AVIAT technical lecturers. Consent was obtained from respondents in order for researchers to observe respondents' use of solar energy on commercial aircraft. To analyze the data, a total of 5 variables for the benefits of using solar-powered aircraft were taken into consideration, namely pollution-free, low weight compared to normal aircraft, low operational cost, low maintenance, and comfortable surroundings. As for the challenges, there were also 5 variables that took into account weather uncertainties, limited of energy use, limited number of passengers on board, expensive equipment, and complex configuration. Results were presented through the provision of opinions and other descriptive statistics in the next chapter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abi Muhammad Rafi bin Ismail, and my part here is to talk and discuss about chapter 4, which is about the result and discussion. Here, we're going to talk about the research result on the benefits and challenges of using solar-powered aircraft as commercial aircraft. For this chapter, we have distributed surveys to 20 respondents, with 10 of them are from maintenance personnel, which is aircraft technician, aircraft engineer from the industry itself, and 10 more surveys are for technical lecturers from UNICA AVIAT. In this topic, we're going to discuss about the data that we have collected from their survey, and we're going to go through one by one from it. First, let us talk about the demographic background of the participants. The participants consist of 13 males and 7 females, aged between 24 to 36 years old. 20 people are involved in taking this survey. 10 of them are from maintenance personnel, which is aircraft engineer and aircraft technician itself, and another 10 are from UNICA AVIAT technical lecturers. In concern of their experience, 12 of them have experienced around 6 years and above, while 4 of them have experience between 3 to 5 years, and the remaining have experience of 2 years and below. Okay, without further ado, let's just jump into the main topic from the chapter 4, which is the benefits of using solar power aircraft as commercial aircraft. From the based on the survey that we have distributed, 75% of the respondents says that pollution free are the main benefits of using solar powered aircraft. Meanwhile, 50% of the respondents says that low operational costs are also one of the benefits of using solar powered aircraft. Low weight and comfortable surroundings. Low weight or comfortable surroundings are at the third place that's been chosen as the benefits of using solar powered aircraft, as it has been chosen by 45% of the respondents. And low maintenance come at the last place, as it has only been chosen by 40% of the respondents, which were saying that it is the main benefit of using solar powered aircraft as commercial aircraft. Here we can see that pollution free has been chosen by the majority of the respondents, which is 75% of the respondents. And we know that the reason why they say this is because that solar powered aircraft does not use fossil fuel as their source of energy. They uses electrical power. They uses solar power, solar energy, which has been changed into electrical energy, and this means that solar power aircraft does not need exhaust. Meanwhile, traditional aircraft, commercial aircraft nowadays do require exhaust, which releases billions of carbon dioxide every year. By using solar power aircraft, which does not need exhaust at all, which does not produce pollution air, and also produce less noise compared to traditional aircraft, are much more safer, much more pollution free compared to the traditional aircraft. Here we can see that there's a research has been carried out in 1992, says that airplane emits 0.5 billions of carbon dioxide during the year. And imagine today, there are tons more of aircraft compared to the day the research has been carried out. Imagine how much carbon dioxide that the commercial aircraft, the traditional commercial aircraft, which uses fossil fuel as their source of power, produce pollution. You can't imagine so much. Okay, besides pollution free, we can see that the second benefit of using solar power aircraft that has been voted by our participants here, which been voted by 50% of our participants here, says that low operational costs are the next benefits of using solar power aircraft. We can totally agree here, because using solar energy are totally free compared to using fossil fuel. Here, that statement itself back the point where it is low operational cost compared to using fossil fuel back then. So that's all from the benefits of using solar power aircraft. Next, we jump into the challenges of using solar powered aircraft. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about the challenges of using solar powered aircraft as commercial aircraft. Based on the data we have gathered, 27% of the participants agrees that complex configurations are one of the main challenges of using solar powered aircraft. Besides, only 23% of the participants says that expensive equipment to build the aircraft itself are the challenges of using solar power aircraft as commercial aircraft. Weather uncertainties are also the main challenges of using solar power aircraft, as been agreed by 20% of the participants, and 16% of them says that limited energy should be taken into consideration as well as it is one of the challenges of using solar power aircraft. And lastly, only 14% from the participants says that limited number of passengers are also need to be taken into consideration as the challenges of using solar powered aircraft. These findings are similar to findings of Semco, Niraj and Nikam, and Rose and Hennes, which they claim that solar-powered aircraft were important in various systems to optimize structure, aerodynamic, and electrical system. Lastly, let us just talk about the last topic in this chapter, which is the preventive measure that can be taken into consideration. Based on the respondent, 33% of the respondent agreed that a solar panel compatible design can be used to raise the challenge. This may be attributed to the fact that the design must be appropriate and compatible in order to implement the solar panel on an aircraft, while 22% of the respondents claim that it is important to provide accredited law and workshop for the operations to install solar panel on the aircraft, to fly commercial aircraft to use solar panel energy. This may be because of the latest energy that can be used, as well as the engineer who are unfamiliar with the system and energy. They can learn from the workshop itself. However, 17% of the respondents indicate that even if the airline are using new sources, there should be a backup power supply in case of weather uncertainties or weather delays. This may be because of the backup power supplies are adequate to avoid delays and to provide enough power to operate the aircraft. That's all from me for chapter 4. In conclusion, what I can say is that the use of jet fuel can contribute to impact surface air quality and global climate, which can bring to global warming and so on. Therefore, this could lead to a complex configuration of a solar-powered aircraft. To prevent this, designing solar panel with a compatible design are the best way to preserve the environment and save the planet, as solar-powered aircraft are the future of commercial aircraft. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Norish Zati Farhan binti Ahmad Mustafa, and I will continue with chapter 5, which consists of conclusion, recommendation, and future research on our project entitled The Benefits and Challenges of Using Solar Power on Commercial Aircraft. Without further ado, first and foremost, I shall say in conclusion, we were able to obtain 20 replies through survey questionnaire, which include 10 maintenance staff and 10 technical lecturers from MIAT as well as other MRO companies. And the goal of this research was to assess the benefits and challenges of using solar powered on commercial aircraft. Based on the study findings, we found 3 conclusions, which is pollution free, weight low, and operating low cost were the benefits of using solar powered aircraft. Second, complex configuration, costly equipment, and weather uncertainty were the challenges of using solar power. And the last one is compatible design was recommended to assist in addressing those challenges. So as we can see, we were able to obtain this finding through other studies and from the questionnaire itself. And according to the findings of the study, solar power aircraft are the future of commercial aviation since they reduce energy demand for efficiency and conservation while simultaneously lowering the carbon emission via the usage of renewable energy. However, these conclusions are only applicable to commercial aircraft that use solar power. Okay, following that, I will go over the recommendation that we got from the survey questionnaire. Given that the usage of solar energy is a new aviation technology, so there's a few points that should be highlighted, and the points are: first, in order to minimize the carbon emission and employ the solar panel, the designer should urge the airline to adopt the solar aircraft as a commercial aircraft. Second, to lower the drag and its corresponding thrust, the designer should enhance the aircraft aerodynamic, and a backup power supply should be provided in case of weather disturbance. And the last one is, in order to apply the solar panel, a compatible design must be adequate and in compliance. Last but not least, we will move to the future research. This research looked at the usage of solar power aircraft. it is suggested that more research must be conducted to decrease the carbon emission, such as electric aircraft. And besides that, solar cells, motors, servo motors, propeller, battery and other necessary equipment must be included in the equipment of a solar aircraft. Aside from that, more research must be conducted by experimenting with various materials such as titanium, steel and their alloy, as well as various polymer utilized in traditional aircraft or commercial aircraft. I think that is all from our group. I hope Madam enjoy with our presentation and our thesis. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.